guys, bienvenue sur ma channel. My name is Ifelo Adishala. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking and always returning back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome to the family. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification, post, and give this video a thumbs up. In today's video, as you can see, I have my lovely, beautiful parent with me, and we will be talking about the difference between the old school marriage and the millennials marriage. If this sounds like something you are interested in, come on, sir. Alright guys, I said earlier on that I have my beautiful parent with me. I have my dad and I have my beautiful mom with me, Dr. and Mrs. J.A. Ishala. So I'll allow them introduce themselves. Daddy, mommy, 30 seconds. Okay, daddy.
Thank you very much, my daughter, Ife. Love to see you.
Glad to see you too.
I am Dr. James Aransiola Ishola. I've been a teacher all my life, taught in all the aspects of schools, from primary, secondary, and tertiary education. Currently, I am at Thomas Adewumi University as a senior lecturer and the Dean Student Affairs. Thank you very much.
Oh God. Oh God. All right. Councilor.
Okay. You are welcome to this program.
Thank you.
My name is Ishola Victoria Olawumi. I'm also a teacher by my profession. But now currently I'm now at assistant desk officer in NASA local government.
Senior lecturer and a counselor. So that means we have like a blend of every aspect of life. So as I said earlier, we will be discussing about the difference between the old school marriage and the millennials marriage, like the marriage you will say the new age marriage, if you understand. So basically I will be saying the things that I know is pertinent to we the millennials, and then I'll be getting reaction from my parents. All right. Okay, so daddy and mommy, in this new dispensation of marriage, it is believed, or should I say, we practice what I call division of labor, especially with the house chores. The wife has like a task she's doing, and the husband also have what she's doing. For example, the wife might be the one that is sweeping, while the wife is mopping, the husband is cooking, while she's washing the plates, and so on and so forth. Now, that is a new thing with we the millennials. So, is that something that also happened during the olden days?
Thank you very much, Ife. It's not like exactly what is happening now. It's not that there was no division of labor in those days also, but it's not like the way you call yourself millennial, because you call us old school marriage. But we still do help ourselves, but not the way you are doing things. It's not that my wife will assign and say you are the one who sweep tomorrow, or you are the one who wash plates next tomorrow. No. There's a mutual respect, and by our culture, which we grew up with also, it makes everybody to know the work he or she should do in the house. So, and we don't see it as anything as strange or anything as if you are overburdening somebody. Are you okay now? So that is why I said, but there are areas where we assist very well. When you are growing up and your senior ones, I do carry you people, I even back you people. Are you okay now? When my wife is busy in the kitchen or this and that, when you are crying, I give the bottle also to you people. But the way you people are doing it now is more millennial, like you have said it.
All right, mommy. So, are you going to say that dad here helped a lot in the house chores to make it more easier?
Yes, of course. Though it's supposed to help, but it's not that as a wife, you don't use command words to your husband because he's the head of the family. There is a lot of ways of saying husband should help you, but not to compulsorily say this that is by force. You must do this, you must do that. There should be respect. According to the Bible, that said the husband is the head of the family. So we need to give honor to your husband in all ways. Even though if he's ready to help you, there is a way of encouraging such husband so that you will not do as if it's dada, he should do it. It's not dada. To come out in love
Mommy said it's not that.
Yes, it's not done. It's come to come out in
But
love.
out of love.
Yes, out of love.
Well, I feel that is the way millennials have a way of saying, okay, my expression of love to you. You understand? And I do not feel like this new generation will have a roster that, okay, this is what you do and this is what I do. But I just feel like they already have it in their minds already that, okay, this is the vision of labor. If my wife is cooking, then I should be washing the plates. And if my wife is sweeping, then I should be mopping alongside with her. But I mean, I don't see much difference in it right now. I just still feel that helping your spouse is a way of expressing that you love them. And I feel it's the same thing the millennials are also doing as well.
You see, just a point.
Okay.
You know, there's no difference as such, as you said, but there is a difference. The difference, as she said, is that it's not that like what you people do now, or millennium. I don't know what you practice, but in the millennium, what we
Yes,
see
yes.
and what we hear
The new
is,
school.
yes, you must do this. It's like it is already a demarcated line. You are
Yeah.
the one that must do this. You are the one
No,
that
no,
must
it's
do
not
this.
that.
No, in our own time, it's not like that. But out of love, out of joy, you help your wife naturally. Even as a Christian, how will you not love? Why cannot do everything? But not commanding. You are the one who watch tomorrow. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Unlike now, today you make timetable
Yeah.
to do all those things.
Well, we don't do it in my house.
Thank God for that.
All right. So the second thing I want to talk about is talking about public display and display affection. Rather, you will see it now that in the new school, let me say old school, new school. In the new school, you see us young couples holding hands in the public, kissing in the public, hugging in the public, doing all sorts of public display of affection. Now, do you think it was the same as the old school marriage, mommy?
Okay. In those days, there are some people that are doing that of hugging outside. But there are some that is the way the person brought up. You know, there are some couples that they grown up from the educated people. Like we that we grown up in the village now. Doing that of hugging outside, we see it as a taboo. That is not good, okay. So, and that is why many of us, we can't hug outside before. But now when everything is changed, so we change our attitude also to know that we can hug outside, that is not a taboo, it's not a bad thing to hug outside.
All right, Daddy, what do you think?
You see, apart from the word say boya taboo, you know, culturally, our culture look at it as if you are not respecting your husband. How can we go out and I mean, when people are looking at you, you are hugging yourself, you are doing all these things. It's as if are these people even serious? Do they know what they are doing? Are you okay now? So, but we believe that it's not until when you hug or when you kiss that you show love. And because nowadays, most of the millennium family that hug, that do this, that do that, you see them 6 months, 1 year, 3 months, years, they are over. Are you okay now? The love is not actually there. They're only displaying it, you know, to meet up with the current societal, the trend of the society. So it's not, you don't do that.
Okay, so from what you said, I picked out a point. So are you going to say that display of public affection is not really a genuine expression of love?
May not be.
May not. Okay.
May not be.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. The next thing I want to talk about is the issue of sex. Okay. Yeah. And don't judge me yet. I just love to talk about everything practical so that we'll not say they are being too spiritual. You not talk about this. Now let's talk about sex. Now in this new generation, we see the new, like our own school, you understand, trying out new sex styles, trying out sex toys, using some even go as far as wanting to not have a timetable for sex, because I'm not, when we hear from it, we hear that old school usually have a timetable where the spouse, the husband meets the wife. So what are you going to say about that? The use of sex toys, trying different styles, to the extent that there's a controversial topic of there are some styles that are not biblical. There are some styles that are not supposed to be found in the Christian home. And there's another debate that we should not say, okay, because these styles are not found in the Bible does not make them wrong. And then you need to spice up your marriage. So what do you have to say about that?
Thank you very, very much. You know, when it comes to this area, you know, before now, let's say, if not because of the technological development that to have all this phone, we have in our time there was nothing like that. Are you okay now? Most of this style of this of sex, that was you don't see anything anywhere. You don't know. Are you okay? It's just because all those things are now you can watch it on your film. All this, that's how why you are now saying one style, one style. There is no style in the Bible. There is no way. I mean, you can. What matter is be decent. Are you okay now? Then one thing I want you to know is that culturally, those of us who grew up in the village, not now. In fact, sex before marriage is a terrible taboo. Right? You must not do it.
It is
Then,
still a taboo.
and apart from that, you know the way our parents, you know, it's a disciplinary issue in the community. Are you okay now? You don't even move, unlike now, you people. You see, even before you get married now, you're already taking pictures, you're already going to a place together. You don't do that. When I was courting your mother, if I want to go and visit her in her house, you see the distance where I will be. And I will now look for one small boy or girl to help me call her. Are you okay now? And the parent will ask that girl also to stay somewhere and sit and be watching us. You know, they want to maintain that dignity. So it's not a taboo, but we don't. There is nothing like timetable in our own time. The only thing that may look funny is that, and it happens to us. The belief is that it's only when you want to have a child.
That's when, yes.
That's when you meet.
Yes.
Are you okay now?
Yes.
So this is just from how to contribute. That is just what exactly what happened. But say one style or no style is not. There's nothing like that in the Bible. No style in the Bible. That's your own problem. If you like, so stand up. If you like, sit down. If you like, do anything.
All right, mommy. So let's talk about the use of sex for procreation. As it said now, I think it's now that the new school are seeing sex as a thing of pleasure, and not only when you want to start to procreate. That's when you now come together. So what's your idea on that?
My idea on that is that sex should not be on just children procreation alone. It should be for to enjoy each other. Because marriage is for enjoying, not for endure. And the sex is part of it. That is even good for the growth of the body of the two of them, and even increase the love between the husband and the wife. Because that is the only specific thing that is happening within husband and wife, which is not common from the other relationship.
One thing I want to chip in there, if there's time, please, is that, like he said, that's one of the things that you millennial children are enjoying more than those olden days. Is like I said, the belief is that it's only when you want to have child. So you now see a couple that married, when they give birth, the next 2-3 years they don't meet. Are you okay now? Not knowing that it has some both social, psychological effects, but now because of technology, because of civilization, because of education, you now know that there are a lot of benefits in doing that. Are you okay now? So I mean, I think that is a plus to the millennium.
The last point before we actually draw the curtain is talking about we new age always wanting to wait like for some number of years before starting to procreate. Because I know that in the olden days, once you get married, the next 2 to 3 months, they're already looking at the stomach of the wife, what is happening, what is this and that. And in the new age, you see couples that are married for 3 years and they are still not even ready to start procreating. They just want to be themselves. So what's your take on that? Let's start with mommy.
Delaying yourself when God doesn't delay you. Immediately you do the wedding, because the reason why you are doing the wedding is one of children procreation. So I don't see the reason why after the wedding you are not saying I don't have time for children. I will give it 2 or 3 years.
So what do you have to say to that?
Well, yes, I want to support what she has said. However, with a little modification.
All right.
There could be circumstances that may make someone to say, okay, let's wait for 1 or 2. Probably depending where they are, the kind of job they are doing, all this and that. But people may now ask, when you know you want to wait, why do you go into marriage? Are you okay now? Well, the couple to be understand. I mean, and you need to convince your parents or people like that. However, apart from that, I want to look at its misbehavior. It's misbehavior of this new millennium. Are you okay now? Waiting when God has not delayed you. Why are you delaying yourself? Are you okay now? So to me, I don't see any reason why. The moment you say I am ready for marriage, And
You
you
should
go
be
to
ready
that
for
marriage,
it.
why will you not have child if God is ready to give you a child? So, but like I said, there could be a reason. Are you okay now? Once you don't have any problem, medical problem or this and that, there shouldn't be a reason say we are postponing this, we are postponing it.
Okay. All right, guys. I think I'm going to draw the curtain tonight, and this is where we're going to end this. And do not forget to engage with me in the comment section because I know this last topic we just discussed, talking about waiting before procreation, is a very, very, very controversial topic, and I know a lot of you will want to ask questions. So please feel free to drop in the comment section. And thank you so much for sticking to this video. I really hope that you enjoy. Pasco said, that you do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.
Bye bye. See.